Hello once again, everybody. It's our fourth video of the day, I think.
Yes.
Crikey.
Yeah.
But you'll have been watching them over the past few weeks, whatever.
We'll be milking this for all it's worth.
Yes. So, the Mechanist Daleks still haven't arrived. But
we will keep doing this for the whole video. But
you know, keeping them in
I will laugh so much
out the window.
if when I get home, mine have arrived and you're still waiting.
But this is going to be a Q&A in the meantime, so until then we're just going to answer your questions.
Yeah, and we've sort of asked
on Twitter.
Yeah, we've asked for kind of questions themed around
YouTube.
The character options.
Yes, which is the theme of this latest batch.
This is on Twitter from James at What Is That? What is your luckiest action figure find / best bargain?
With the exception of Magnus Gorilla and Mr. Sin, I managed to get all the classic Wave 1 figures a few years on for less than 20 quid each, I think.
I'm sure I got the Pyramids of Mars Tom. I don't know how rare that is. But I got that for about 8 quid on eBay box.
It's not bad. In terms of loose stuff as well, I once found a Tomb of the Cyberman Second Doctor for, I don't know, 15 quid, maybe a bit less.
That's really good.
And like the Hatted Seventh Doctor that came with the TARDIS for a similar price, I think.
Wow, what, 20 quid?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, one of the weird ones I can remember, it actually goes for 2 of the same instances. I went to Forbidden Planet and found the City of Death set. It was the signed one, but it had been priced as the normal $24.99.
Yeah.
Or $26.99, I think it was that. But the signed set was meant to go for $34.99 or something like that, so I managed to get that. And the same went for when I got a Leela figure. I did a thing where some people were saying you could get some figures from Amazon.com that you couldn't get from Amazon.co.uk, and I got a Leela figure from that boxed, which was like
from the Face of Evil.
Yeah, which is about 10 quid plus import taxes, which, you know, it came to about 15 quid altogether.
It's not bad, God.
And it arrived, and it was a signed one from Louise Jameson. So that's quite a good one. I'm sure there is something I'm forgetting.
I mean, there's the 2 quid destroyed Cassandra, obviously.
Yeah,
that's a contender.
Yeah, the fact that
checking the bus, sorry.
the fact that you didn't pay more for that is a miracle. Yeah, no, I'm sure there is something else. I'm halfway through this. I'm probably
if it comes back to us, then we'll let you know.
On the back of that, from the Good Dalek on Twitter, what figure / figure set have each of you spent the most money on?
I would usually not spend more than 20 quid, I suppose.
Per one figure, right.
I kind of think 20-30 quid is the maximum I pay for like a figure.
Well, let's treat this as
a set,
because obviously I think the 13 Doctor set is the most expensive thing.
That was the most expensive thing I've. 13 Doctor
let's treat it as something that you've not bought for the recommended retail price, like something that you've bought on eBay. I think I've been relatively good. Like I look on eBay and I see how ridiculously priced things are, and I've never usually succumbed to them. I bought the 5th Doctor loose from the 13 Doctor set, and I reckon I bought that for
20 quid.
No, I reckon it was like 15, but even so, that was a bit like I saw it go for like 7 quid the next day. So, you know, there's little things like that, but I don't think I've been too bad.
Yeah, stuff like the green shirt 9th Doctor Comic Con exclusive.
Oh yeah.
I got that, and it was in the box, but the box had been opened, so put back in presumably, and I don't think that was more than 20 quid actually. That was quite good. Yeah, but I wouldn't usually go over 20 quid, I think. For
what set would you be most willing to spend the most money on? Because I know mine. Like the only set that I would actually go, you know what, I will go over the margin a little bit is probably the Time Crash set, because I've been wanting the Time Crash box for ages. You probably would have said the best form. Is that probably the most expensive in terms of having to buy all those different figures to get that?
Oh yeah, like, well, I added it up and it was about 115 quid in total, I think. But I got some figures with it along the way, and to be honest, that's not as much as they have gone for completed. I don't know, in terms of the stuff that you could still get for the retail price, there's not a lot really, and I wouldn't really. Oh, the post is here.
Post is here. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have a live unboxing of the Mechanist Daleks as we're doing the rest of this Q&A, because this is fascinating.
We could just combine them together, answer questions as we play with Mechanist Daleks.
That's what the video is going to be called.
Yeah.
Q&A / playing with Mechanist Daleks.
Do you want
to hear about a scare I had recently, actually?
Yeah.
So I wanted the Destiny Daleks, Destiny of the Daleks set. Sorry.
Right, but you forget to put in a decimal point or something?
Well, no. Here's the thing. So I thought, you know what? I would be willing to go. It retailed for 40 quid, didn't it? A postie set off, and I thought, you know what? I would be willing to maybe go to 60 on that, just because I really wanted those 2 Daleks.
£15 a figure.
Davros and
makes
Tom
sense.
Baker, yeah.
Yeah.
And I saw on eBay, it was a picture of the boxed set, and then it had some pictures, mainly of the Davros figure, and it said it was like a bid for £60 or make an offer. So I thought, what the hell? I'll make an offer of £60, and the guy accepted. It was only then that I realised he was only selling the Davros figure in the set. So I just quickly went, oh shit! And I was like, I'm sorry, I had no idea. I'm sorry to mess you around, but I was under the total misillusion. And thankfully, he was really good about it, and he said, oh, it's all right, I'll put it back up. But that, for a moment, I was like, shit, have I spent £60 on a David Goodison Davros figure? Gosh.
Well, that's actually a good price guide, actually, in terms of like 15 to 20 quid a figure. So for a 4-pack, maybe 60 quid if on a good day, I suppose. And the stuff at the destroyed Imperial Dalek and Davros.
Oh,
I mean, what would I pay for that?
Silly money.
You see, yeah, that's the thing. It's silly money. I probably wouldn't want to pay more than 20 quid for each of them, really. Like,
yeah.
Even in the box.
But it retailed for like 35 or something, didn't it?
Oh, so it was expensive.
Stupidly expensive in the first place.
So yeah, I think the thing is, I probably wouldn't go beyond. Well, I'd try not to go beyond kind of 15, 20 quid per figure. Really.
Same here.
Same in the box.
I'd say 15 quid is my limit for an individual figure. I mean, I just don't have the disposable income.
Depends on the figure as well, of course.
True.
Like if it's
Jable. Chip.
Right. Let's go and get it.
Pause the video! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is
Mechanist Daleks.
a live unboxing.
Gotta be careful, I'm just trying my dress actually.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe take that off the top.
That's gonna go.
Do you want to slice that open? Please don't slice your hand open, Richard, live on camera. Da 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 da.
Ta-da.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, they're very nice.
Insert chase music here. Da, da.
They are very, very nice. I've still never even seen the chase, so.
Have you not?
No.
It's a treat. It's a treat. It's very, very interesting. I watched it on BritBox. Yeah, they look gorgeous. I love the bases. The sort of glossy, light blue, baby blue base. Oh, I can't wait to get home and unbox mine. Richard, the real question is, where on the shelf are you going to put these? With the first Doctor era, will they look out of place?
I think they look out of place.
Would they look nice with your Chase Guard Dalek though?
Maybe.
Maybe we should put them next to them.
Comment below where I should put them.
Yeah. Lovely.
Okay. So that's that.
Exciting. We were joking about them arriving midway through doing a video, and they actually did.
That's exactly what's happening. So. Anyway, what is your most nostalgic memory of the character Doctor Who figures? And that's from Connor and Michael.
Me and my cousin having 2 Cyberman figures each. There was something like a wishing well that we went to, and you know where you chuck the coins in?
Yeah.
And we both were like, yeah, right, we're both going to wish for 5 Cybermen figures each. And we just...
I thought you were going to say you're going to chuck the Cybermen.
No. No, but yeah, we were keen to have a big Cyberman army. Yeah, just loads of little things like that. It's particularly of that kind of era, really. Because after that it became more collecting, whereas I think the nostalgia comes from the play and, you know...
Yeah, I mean, I used to, before I got all my figures out on display, probably about, I don't know, 2015, 16 time maybe, they were all in a big red box, apart from the Daleks.
Rubbing up against each other?
Yeah.
No.
And so, yeah, that's a kind of memory really of playing with them and putting them all into that box.
Yeah.
And what things like going to Woolworths.
When you played with them, did you have like an episode on in the background?
On DVD or whatever?
Yeah, well, what I used to do was I used to
reenact?
I always used to put on Evolution of the Daleks, and you know, during the episode I would be setting this scene up so that by the time that it got to the scene where all the human hybrids have got their guns and Dalek Stay and Dalek whatever it is are on the stage with Dalek Sec, I'd have it all set up so I'd have all the human characters with guns like pointed up, and then it gets to the bit, you know, when they all start firing at each other and they're like knocking them all down, Daleks shooting. So fun. I mean, that's the memory I have of that, and also of having the TARDIS playset, which is just amazing, and having people come in and out of the box, and you know, doing that thing, you know, where like literally you have the figures running along, come on, get into the TARDIS, and they run through and it's in the console room, and you know, it spins off, and yeah, great.
Oh, very good.
Loved it. We got one here from Christopher Leaper, good old Doctor Who Adventures. Out of the missing stories that have been animated, which story would you most like to see an action figure set from?
I don't know really.
I'm trying to think
of the options. There's
so we've got the...
In terms of the recent ones, there's
Macroterra,
Macroterra, Shada. Have you seen the Faceless ones?
No, but I'm going to ask for it for my birthday, so I'll be seeing it then. And Fury from the Deep looks incredible. It looks very lovely animation style. It'd be something with the second Doctor, maybe in a sort of more cartoony style. In fact,
that'd be cool.
The one that came with this, the way his eyes had the eyeliner around it kind of makes him look like a cartoon figure, doesn't it?
I can't even remember what the Macra looked like in the Macra Terror now, but
just giant crabs.
That'd be cool. A
chameleon from the Faceless ones would be quite nice. A sort of,
yeah.
Or maybe I think I saw Captain Jimmy Pie do a custom of a Dalek figure from Power of the Daleks with like the lines around the edges to make it look like the animation Daleks.
Yes,
that looked quite cool.
Yes.
Because if we're thinking of something purely like animated style, any of those really be lovely. We've already had a Shada set. So
yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Bit tricky there. This is from Emily Liz 10. What characters / monsters / aliens from the 60s would you like to see made into figures? Bearing in mind that most of them are Daleks and Cybermen.
Ooh, let's see. A Sensorite would be quite nice.
Yes,
you know, it's a humanoid figure. Maybe they could use an Ood and resculpt the head. I mean, they're cousins, so.
Yeah. A War Machine. But
War Machine would be great.
Very expensive.
Very, very pricey.
The 60s stories I've actually seen now.
You've not got too many.
Not got very many.
Hartnell ones, especially. A Monoid. Monoid might be quite cool. I'm trying to think of humanoid kind of esque.
Yeah.
Fish
people.
Yeah, fish people. That'd be incredible. Imagine an underwater menace set. Genuinely, that would be pretty incredible.
Yeah.
A Zarbi. I'd love a bit of a Zarbi kind of. Oh, a Monoptera would be cracking.
Oh, and the Ice Lord, is he called? The leader of the Ice Lords?
Yeah, well, we need an Ice Lord.
One of those.
It'd be nice to have an Ice Lord. I would love them to release the Wheel in Space Cyberman.
Yes.
They
prototyped that, so.
And it was going to be in the Age of Steel wave.
Dare I say that in a future character option set we could get 2 Wheel in Space Cybermen, perhaps?
Yeah, it's very possible. Maybe. I mean, because sculpting wise, I imagine they could.
And people would just army build, so.
Oh yeah, incredible. If not, top monster from the 60s you'd like to see?
Probably War Machines, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
Yeti.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeti.
Boom, sorted.
There we go.
Miles, this is from Cleo, at Doctor Whom 42. If you could have one figure made from your audio series that isn't the Doctor, Lily or Nancy, who would it be? Now, for those of you who are just exclusive to Richard's channel, you won't know that I do an audio series of my own original Doctor. Lily and Nancy are companions from Series 1 and 2 and Series 3. But yeah, I'm trying to think through quickly of like some of this stuff. There's the McGrath, or the Megrath, sorry, I forget.
Are they the ones in the finale?
No, they're the ones in Starstruck. Marshall did
animalistic.
Yeah, Marshall did a lovely wolf
thing.
Yeah, basically a wolf in chainmail and armour. That'd be pretty cool. They've got like a translator around their neck. Yeah, Marshall did a really cool design of that monster on the cover. A Mandrill. Mandrill's featured in that series as well, so maybe that's a way to get one of those. Or one more
chap that I played.
Yeah, the Whispering Snowdrift. Yeah.
Oh, I did that one. What was that other chap called?
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Like government guy.
I genuinely can't remember what I called him. President Morris. Eric Morris. That's it. Morris. Yeah, there we go. And a Vok robot 2-pack. Perfect.
Yeah. Fantastic. This is from Philip Hawkins. Have either of you ever collected figures from non-Who related franchises, either as kids or more recently?
Certainly not more recently. I've restrained myself to just Doctor Who. But, I mean, I was a big fan of Lego. A big fan of Star Wars figures when I was about 7 or 8. I used to love getting the Clone Wars figures. But yeah, it's probably just Star Wars, to be fair. Had a bit of a fling with Harry Potter figures, but they didn't last long. So, yeah, what about you?
Yeah, for me, mostly Doctor Who, really. But if we're stretching back, like, really far into my childhood, things like Noddy.
Wow.
Little cars.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're stretching back that far for me, it's Thomas the Tank Engine. Yeah, which is just... I've got... The amount of Thomas the Tank I've got compared to Doctor Who collecting, I'm surprised my parents let me get that much, because there is a vast amount. So much. If only I had that much Doctor Who. Things like Marvel Legends and Star Wars Black Series are quite tempting, but I'm not enough of a fan to get that kind of merchandise. I'd only get the films as opposed to the surrounding things for those kind of bits. So. One from the Cyber Planner. Which figures in the classic line are you most and least impressed with, and why? Most impressed with, I immediately jumped to Sutek. Because a light up eyes, you know, a swappable head as well. It's ingenious. So that's one I'm most impressed with.
Classic Davros.
Yeah,
perhaps.
they're incredible sculpting
And obviously
wise.
the Daleks, which are all amazing. Something like the Special Weapon Dalek.
Mm-hmm.
The Mechanist Dalek.
Yes, there we go. What about least impressed with? Something like the Castrovalva set of the regenerated Fifth Doctor, which is just, you know, pure. It's very lackluster, and it feels like there was no effort put into that.
Re-release for re-release's sake.
Yeah, but it's not quite a re-release. It's just like,
Well,
we'll put this out because collectors will have to buy it.
Uh-huh.
You know, even though you're never going to use that. Imagine using that in a figure adventure, an animation. Fifth Doctor midway through the regeneration sort of story.
Yeah. The Spearhead from Space Brigadier isn't as good as it could have been, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right. I think
paint taps on the face.
Yeah, I don't
compared
understand.
to the newer release, which is fab.
Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't use the original Three Doctors costume for that and just repaint that.
Oh yeah.
Surely that would be more accurate. But maybe not. From you and the Shadow Master, if CO were to continue releasing figures of obscure characters like Granny Connolly or Laszlo, who would you like to see? And he's posted a picture of Soldeed and
Gibbous.
Gibbous, yeah, that's the one.
We're talking from kind of series 6, 7 onwards, I guess, are we, in terms
yeah, let's do that, because I
continue.
Can't even think about the classic stuff.
So...
Pigpen Josh, any other...
Brian Williams, but he's not that obscure, is he?
No, I think we're thinking of like one-off characters,
really
like
obscure,
Yaz's Nan or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fab.
You know, complete with wheelchair.
I'd buy that, yeah.
You actually would. What else?
Love Yaz's Nan.
Yeah.
Prem. He's on the calendar today.
Prem, yeah, it's like
Prem.
there's a character that's appeared once, and the thing is, Grandma Connolly only appeared like in a scene, practically. Someone like King James, or I don't know, that girl.
Fabulous.
Yeah, Satan's greatest foe.
Oh.
That girl from Witchfinders, what's she called? Willow.
Willa.
Or I don't know.
Or Angstrom and Epso.
Yeah. What's his name from Praxius? Warren Brown. This guy. Yeah, someone like that.
Lee Clayton.
Oh yeah, I forgot who he was. Think of one from maybe Matt Smith's era, or
Matt
Capaldi's. Perkins, yeah, that's a perfect example. That's a perfect one.
The blue man from World Enough in Time.
Yeah, someone who's like Uncle, like a weird figure that's obscure, like cool enough to buy as a figure. Yeah, someone like that.
Something like that.
Probably.
This is from Mr. Insect Nasty. To both of you, what's your biggest action figure regret? Seeing something in the shop when you were younger that you decided not to get.
Well, I've told this many a time about picking up a real-time Sixth Doctor, going to the counter, and then saying, "Actually, can I get the one in the shop window, the regenerated Sixth Doctor?" Which is, you idiot! Or the other one I told about, the John Pertwee Sea Devil set, which was for £15 on Forbidden Planet, and I decided to get regenerated Peter Davison instead.
For me, probably Toys R Us classic era sets from the Doctor Dalek packs, because
I wish I got the first.
I remember seeing them and just not really caring, because I wasn't into the classic era that much then. But I would buy them in a heartbeat now. You know?
It's funny, literally sets that I walked past in Toys R Us, I'm now looking on eBay and thinking, should I get it for twice the price? Like the second Doctor Toys R Us set. Weirdly, I've got a weird attraction to that now, because the Dalek in that looks really nice, and it's just funny how that was in Toys R Us and I would have walked past it again and again and again and not bothered. From Jack Coughlin, Jack, I always forget how to pronounce his name. He's got a few quick-fire questions here. Favourite custom you've done?
Can I say Moriarty from Sherlock?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah.
Hemivore, which I sold.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Right.
Yeah, I was happy with that. Favourite customs someone else has done? Something from Mr. Tom on Twitter or on...
his stuff is brilliant, isn't it? Yes.
How does he paint them that well? It's incredible. All these amazing sculpted ones that you see of... someone did an amazing Destroyer from the 7th Doctor era, or, Pteroleptil. Really good sculpting that could be worthy of official ones.
Yeah, or stuff like the kind of 3D printed
Daleks
and things like that.
No, Nathan Ward, absolute power to you, mate. What do you love most about the Resurrection Supreme figure? Well, what's not to love about the Resurrection Supreme figure? It's black and white.
So that's one that's like dark black and white bumps on it.
Bumps, yeah. His eye stalk. Why can't we go back to the Resurrection eye stalks? They look so... The conical Just looks so cool. I will get you one day, Resurrection Supreme. I will. Desert Island pick, but only from Destroyed Cassandra, Grandma Connolly, Laszlo, and Peter the Winder. I actually think Peter the Winder's a good figure.
Well, he's got two faces.
Yeah, he's got a lot of play value.
He's got that going for him.
What you can do with Destroyed Cassandra? Stick your hand through it, and that's it.
Yeah, probably Peter the Winder then. Yeah.
I'd go for Peter the Winder. But Destroyed Cassandra is... I think I would just go mad on that desert island if I purely had that. Original expanded media, novels, audio, etc. Character and monster you'd want to see as a figure.
I don't know, I haven't really consumed much expanded media stuff recently.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything off the top of my head.
People always say kind of Big Finish companions.
I mean, I would love a Charlie Pollard or a Lucy Miller though. It's really hard because a lot
things
of
like
Big Finish stuff is for one-off.
Big Finish do that are like the time controller or something. That'd be
yeah,
nice.
yeah, that would be good.
But that's a cliche answer.
The Virons, but I've not really listened to them much of the Virons. What common figure release do you not have and why?
The Auton with a pattern shirt, maybe. Just never got around to getting that one.
I mean, there's figures that I've had, but I don't have now because I've sold them or they've been given away. But I'm trying to think of one that I never got. Oh, Quillatane. Yeah. I don't know why I never managed to get that. Which classic companions would you like to see made next, and which of their costumes would you like to see them in? That's from Venlore.
I suppose if we're talking 80s...
I like a Nissa in her... not her skirt one that she wore in...
No.
Keeper Traken and Legopolis, like Castrovalva onwards velvet suit sort of thing.
Oh, really kind of
I think that's her iconic suit. Anything iconic, really.
Yeah, I mean, because for those three, Adric, Nissa and Tegan, it's just
it's their season 19 costumes, basically, isn't it?
If they could achieve that, then that'd be good.
I think I'd prefer... but then would I prefer Tegan?
Resurrection Tegan would be quite nice.
I prefer the Resurrection Tegan, yeah.
Quite nice.
I think that'd be easy for them to do.
Yeah.
It's basically Amy Pond legs and the Primeval shirt. You know, the whatever the girl's called with the pink t-shirt. I love seeing Mel from Paradise Towers because I just think that's the most 80s costume.
It's the pink, bright blue,
polka dot.
Bright blue.
Yeah, with polka dots all over.
Think Turlo will be in his suit.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah. Not in his Speedos. Please, God no. Do you plan on buying anything Time Lord Victorious? And if you do, what items?
I think we're both kind of thinking we might hold off and wait and see.
Wait for general consensus.
Because then if everyone does that, then, well, I might go too well. But, I mean, maybe the collected comics, certainly not the comics as they come out. Because
I think that's going to be too hard to...
And
I'm subscribed to Doctor Who magazine, so I'll be getting that.
Yeah.
And then we've got the free stuff like the Dalek animated series, which is just announced
today.
So I'll be following that because it's free. But
maybe the books, one of them.
Yeah, no, I was thinking the books.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to stay away from the audios because a lot of Big Finish's new output has kind of disappointed me lately, particularly, unfortunately, out of time.
I was going to ask because I saw that you hadn't tweeted about that.
I know. I just thought I haven't got anything nice to say, so I won't say it. But not that I hated it. I just thought
run of the mill.
Yeah. There's nothing that I didn't want to say. It was all right because I thought, well, what's the point in that? But yeah, no, it just didn't impress too much. So I'm going to stay away from that for now. On the other hand, though, I bought in the 7th Doctor and Ace sale, Protect and Survive. It was very good. Really good audio. But yes, I'm going to hold off on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm probably wait for like Captain Jimmy Pie or someone to do like a complete history video of the whole thing or something like that. And then if I think, that sounds like an interesting part, I'll get that.
From Christopher K. Gill, how do you think Ryan and Graham are going to get written out of the show, assuming that they go in the Christmas one, I think? Because I was thinking about this and I was wondering if they're going to have done it so that there's like a gap of time that's passed between Timeless Children and Revolution.
They will.
And all the companions are really angry at the Doctor for not turning up. Maybe, and maybe literally she turns up and is like, "Hi, Graham, Ryan," and Graham's like, "No, get lost," and he just literally that's how he leaves. Or that they've kind of got on with their lives a bit and they want to stay there now.
Maybe Graham's found someone else, you know.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Who knows?
I think that'd be quite refreshing in a way.
I can't see them dying.
No, I don't want them to die.
I don't think I'd care if Ryan died, whereas if Graham died, I think I might have some remorse.
I'd like them to just kind of be left so they can come back in the future, maybe. Like the last one.
I suppose so. Yeah,
I think.
I think they won't die. I can't.
I will.
You can quote me on that. They won't die. Especially not if it's a Christmas special, they will definitely not die.
I think they're part on good terms, probably. Hopefully, if there's a way to do that. There'll be some drama first, I think.
Starts his own business as a sarnie shop manager, or making pickle and ham.
Or becoming a bus driver in space or something. Christine.
Maybe she pops up and he's like...
I was thinking actually recently, is Graham O'Brien related to Cassandra O'Brien? Or other way around, even.
Maybe Graham is Cassandra.
That's how he leaves.
When she was a little boy.
Oh dear.
There we go. It's
there we go.
Face of Bows Jack.
Crikey.
Cassandra is Graham.
That means they kissed then, doesn't it?
Oh, good lord. Oh, yes. I just realised that. If you could create one figure/figure set from Who or any spin-offs, no matter the budget, sculpting or anything like that, what would it be?
Well, top of my list at the moment from series 12 would be the Ruth, Doctor and
TARDIS.
the Master.
Sorry. You're thinking of individual things. Yeah, sure.
Those two and a Cyberman would be amazing. Like a new Cyberman.
I wonder if they do like a Timeless Children pack with her, the Master, and...
I can see maybe
Cyberman.
If they invested in that
I reckon
sculpt
that's how
for
it's going to
the
be.
Cyberman, and then like a Nightmare and Silver Cyberman, and then they could adapt it for different variants.
Yeah, because I think the body is very similar.
Very similar.
Aside from the spike, I mean, you could just change the shoulder pads to spiked ones, and then...
And the head.
Yeah. So that's very possible. But yeah, the 2013 Cyberman still hasn't been released.
Yeah, that's bonkers. The Cyberman, Zygon and Ice Warrior, I mean, they're just...
How about we think about 2 packs that you could do? I'm trying to think of like classic series, especially if money was no object. It would be like a companion and a monster, maybe, or like a Perry and Sil pack. You know, like you get your companion and you also get a brand new monster. So maybe something like... I
mean, there's not a lot of Fifth Doctor stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I was literally thinking through, like, what could you put? Maybe like Turlo and a Black Guardian set,
or someone and a Pterodactyl.
Yeah, maybe you've got an Adric and a Pterodactyl, that'd be quite nice.
Yeah.
Maybe Liz Shaw and a Silurian, I'd love to see that.
Fantastic.
That'd be great.
Fantastic.
Because the real winners for me recently have been these classic companions, so any more of that, yes please. You know, a 3-pack of Ian, Barbara and Susan would be lovely. Surely even with their new head sculpts, that is just around the corner. Which classic stories would you like to see animated? Something with the first Doctor, because...
It's been very second Doctor.
And it's been pretty much near enough chronological.
I don't really have any particular preference to it. I mean, just as long as they go through them all, actually, which I think they probably will.
Yeah, no, you're
in our right times.
Genuinely, at this moment in time, anything really.
Anything. Yeah, anything.
But maybe Marco Polo, if that's definitely never going to be found, just because I'd love to have a complete series 1. It's mad to think that there's 6 episodes definitely still out there in private collectors' hands.
Yeah.
Like, they're sitting there. It's such a bizarre thought that there is brand new Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who, that's not been watched since when it came out, and it's just sitting there doing nothing, pretty much. I don't imagine they're watching the episodes quite a lot. You know, it's bizarre. I don't get how they can't just make a little deal and...
Yeah, I thought so.
Anyway, anything from those, and animation style-wise... The Macra Terror is still my favourite, so anything in that same style. Very great that it's won an award, because it deserved that. It's a very, very well done animation. My favourite of them all. From
Joe Cook, when Battles in Time, Alien Armies, Monster Invasion were released, did you collect them and what? And would you I'd like to see trading cards covering series 7 and 12. 7 to 12, sorry. Completely butchered that, but I'm not.
Well, series 7 to 12, like, cards... it might have been nice, but I think, in terms of real world stuff, trading cards have really been phased out now.
Which is a shame. But
something about virtual trading cards.
Yeah, and I can't really get excited for that, to be honest.
No. I've not even looked into it. That's why I'm confused as what they are. It would have been the Battles in Time style that I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, because there's just... not really a market for that anymore.
Did you get any of... Will Brooks did like a joke thing of Battles in Time.
I'd love to see something like
that. So I've got a side leader. I've got a side leader card that he did. Nice. So that's nice. And it's
really authentic. And
it feels exactly the same. He's done a really good job. It must have cost him so much. So he's hopefully made the money back. But just for an April Fool's Day prank, which was incredibly well done. When did you start collecting them?
So for me, the first one I properly collected really was Monster Invasion. And then all the way through I continued with that and Alien Attacks as well. Battles in Time I got bits and pieces, but now I'm kind of going back to them and thinking, right, I might go and try and fill in some of the gaps. In fact, What's the point? I've actually...
So are these boxes of them?
Yeah, in fact, we should end this maybe just...
well,
opening.
I mean, I'm just saying about my memories briefly.
Yeah,
the Invaders cards were the first ones I started to get.
Yes.
And I have loads of great memories of them being actually traded in the playground, and you know I got a lot of my cards via trading.
There's that thing that everyone says how no one ever played the
played the game, they just used them as trading cards.
Back then, I mean, people, and Alien Armies of course, which we haven't mentioned, but yeah, that was another one.
They weren't as big,
as popular,
were they?
was it? No.
But I definitely did. I got a few because I was looking through my album and I'd got quite a good amount.
Wow.
Look at this. Oh, they look lush.
Crikey. I mean,
see, now there's something about them ones
quid
that
for each of these, but you know, on the one hand, it's a card. On the other hand, it's very nostalgic.
That box is just. Do you remember seeing that on a newsagent's thing just sat there? Now, I didn't get an awful lot of these ones because I hadn't seen too much of the classic series, so I didn't know too much. But there were new series ones in this range, like hence the Ood on the front.
Yes.
And a few like Series 4 ones because this came out before the Devastator ones, like the Host, But I do remember getting a few packs of these, and the ways that they have like a character name, and it has in brackets something that they're doing. So it'd be like Ood attacking, and there was one like Davros surviving or something like that. Actively doing these things.
It's like really weird with them as well. How
Davros
like
raging.
Timelord 1, Timelord 2, Timelord 3, and they're not even consecutive. They're like there's no order to any of it.
Yeah.
But
so how does that open? Does that flicker open? Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is. Have you ever had like a box of them before?
No, not myself.
I bet you can smell 2007 on these. Oh yeah. No, I can smell it. I can smell a bit of 2007. This become a very different type of video to the one we were planning. The classic series ones were kind of fascinating in a way because it's like the figures.
Yeah,
you've no idea what these things are, but they just look
really cool.
Visually interesting. How am I going to open this? Oh, there we go. That's what you would have seen in the shop. Ah, that's so cool. My nostalgia brain. I love it. And then you had the super rares and the ultra rares, which were the ones that moved in the playground. If you had an ultra rare, you were the shit that week. You were hot shit. It's just so cool. And I remember what was the first ultra rare I got? It's probably from the Invaders range.
Yeah.
I think it might have been the Master and Derek Jacobi. You know the regeneration one. Yeah. It was Master regenerating. So cool. And a few super rares that I got. And because I was a 7-year-old, obviously all the older boys came up to him and said, "Oh yeah, trying to swap a common for a super rare," and I'd be like, "Mate, do you know who you're talking to?" So right, are we going to open one each?
One each. Let's see what there is.
Look at that, the backing card of that TARDIS that was used on every promotional thing ever.
So Lilith as a witch.
As a witch, yeah. Macro group. I wonder who made these. Lois
from Lois from America. 1920s. Solomon also from 1920s or 30s even, isn't it?
Isn't it funny how your alien attacks were all in episode order? You know, cause I was half expecting these to all be Daleks in Manhattan. But I actually went through my alien attacks, right, and I'd ordered them already and I'd left spaces for ones I hadn't got, and literally it would be like everything from like 42 and Lazarus Experiment, nothing, everything from
game with that.
So I reckon that's for
to get people to. It's probably to make people feel like they've got
complete. That's a fair point actually. Yeah.
Honesty Mood patch. Captain Jack Resurrected.
Carryonite pair.
It's a rare. Sally Calypso and Lazarus Creature.
Ooh. So let's
Carryonite pair.
Let's see this. Will we get any super rares or ultra rares? Nemesis statue.
Fantastic.
I remember getting that. And
is that a rare or?
It's a rare, yeah.
It's a rare.
Not a clue what that was.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
And there's some of them as well. I was looking at photos and watching videos of these cards and stuff, and like on some of these cards, especially for classic monsters and stuff, they don't even look like how they did in the episode.
No,
you know
they've been really digitally like tweaked, haven't they? Yeah.
Weird.
The artwork was great.
Yeah.
Seraphim from Time Flight there. That's a fantastic one. Oh, lovely one there. Look, Renegade Daleks attacking. So, there we go. Love the artwork on these. You know, for small little cards, they really did put a bit of effort in. I love them. Cheetah Group. There's a lot of groups of monsters in this. Pterodactyl android again.
I love it.
I remember getting that one, not having a clue what was going on there. Max Capricorn, the Master. See, now this is one of the reasons why I was so reluctant to get these sets, because of scary shit like this. It was like, oh, this is disturbing.
Crikey.
The fourth Doctor fought this decaying form of the Master, who was at the end of his 13th life and desperate to survive. Really nicely laid out, weren't they? Because they've got a little description of the character. You know,
one day I need to go back and actually like read all the descriptions. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
skimmed through them, but yeah.
Yeah, that probably
A lot
would
of
have told
effort
me
went
what the
into it.
Nemesis statue was. And we've got an Exelon group. Really good sourcing of like promotional images and things. Axon Man, which is a great superhero name. And what have we got here? Ah, this guy. This Urax, the guy from Colony in Space with the mini head and legs. I remember getting so many copies of him when I was getting these packs, and I was like, "Are you trying to tell me something?" He's got very, very low agility, so you don't want to play. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played a game of these with anyone, save for maybe the odd one in the playground.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are
So
rather incredible. Stay tuned
They
for
look
that.
so cool, don't they? Though?
They do look beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't open them. Just leave them like that.
Just leave them like that.
They look great.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
What a way to... What a Q&A.
yeah, we've had a few detours along the way.
Yeah.
But
Lovely Mechanist set.
yeah, we've opened that
Yeah.
and
Obviously
opened those and answered your questions. So that just about does it for today's batch of videos.
We've recorded a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of material. Whether you'll see it all or whether you'll see a lot of it cut down, who knows?
I don't know how to end this now.
Fine.
Face of Bows over there, so we can't use it.
Yeah, we can't use them again. Just buy some Battles in Time.
Yeah.
And have a trip down memory lane.
Regret it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Only $1.99.